Chairperson, we agree with this report, its observations and recommendations, and that this is a just depiction of what we saw in KZN. The only thing left to do now is for the department to implement what we recommended. And my true hope is that the department will take this report as seriously as we in the committee took it when we were writing it. We made some very important observations, and my fellow colleagues of the Portfolio Committee have mentioned, but I still feel the need to highlight just a few. We spend hours and days in committee meetings and in committee rooms. We talk about projects and we see numerous reports about one thing and then the next. We are bombarded by explanations of our CUSP, ILEMA Letsema, RECAP, PLUS, RIDP, RCDP, CPA, One Household, One Hectare, CRR, AgriParts, AVMP, RCVMP, to name but a few, are supposed to be working. And we receive beautiful reports of these projects, and we see how paper targets get met every single time. But on closer inspection, as we did with this oversight, we see that the reality on the ground tells a different story, Chairperson. A prime example of this specifically, and speaking to KZN specifically, is the Ndomo FPSU. On paper, this project is excellent. We even saw pictures to say that this was a success. But on inspection of this project, we saw that it was in total disarray. Farmers were planting cabbages, yet the farming implements that were given were to plant, harvest, clean, and pack potatoes. The access to these markets were promised, and to this day, they have not yet been realized. And this, as colleagues have mentioned, is one of the hundreds of projects that the department is currently implementing. Chair, and this is proof of the sector oversight model of this Parliament that is failing, and it is failing our people. We need to add more site visits. Reports on performance information are not sufficient as oversight. Paper targets without depicting the quality of these targets will never improve our service delivery. When we come to site visits, we see that the reality is not as our paper targets and as our reports have reflected. We need more oversight, we need more opportunities like this, and we need to hold our departments more accountable for what they are doing to our people. And on a disconcerting note, Chair, if we don't go on oversights like this and we take the department along for the ride, they will most probably never get to see their own projects, and they will be misled by officials of provincial departments that lie blatantly to their faces. But Chair, as I conclude, we visited a number of border municipalities and projects, and we saw with our own eyes that the red line fencing in these border municipalities are not sufficient and are not adequate, even though the department says they are adequately maintained and they are sharp. Chairperson, my fear is that what is happening in Limpopo will next be happening in KZN. But other than that, we support this report. Thank you.